Hey guys, Donnie and Robin, grab Tatey afterwards if I go Sunday to Monday. Oh no, I can't take it, sorry mate, you better. Yeah, no, sorry, I'm surprised by that. No, sorry, my bad. It's alright.
What's wrong, mate?
No, hang on. Sorry, I'll just throw that actually.
You don't want that?
Oh,
Okay.
come on. Yep.
Thanks, mate.
Just sanitize it.
Brad, can you recall a defensive effort that was the equal of that?
I was trying to think about it with, I was trying to think about it. I haven't done much coaching. I was thinking about my own footy. It was like Origin-esque. It was test match. Sort of, they just kept fronting and kept turning up and far out. Queenslander. That's what it was. It was.
No,
that is what Queensland. You summarise Queensland. That's what it's about. That you can't you can't describe it, but except saying Queensland. So it's just super proud of the guys and the job that Michael Todd. I haven't really heard anyone probably mention Michael because they probably don't know him, but he's our defence coach and. Peter was obviously, doing a good job until the COVID came along. But Michael's been our analyst for last 5 years or so. But we first sort of worked together during NRC, and he was helping me with doing some line-out work. And I said, "Why don't you come down on the field? And actually, you look after one line, I'll look after the other." We had a good little connection, and he ended up coaching NRC, Ford's coach. But his passion is D, and he's taken that role, and he's doing some special stuff there with those guys. I don't know if Rongers wants to say anything, but So good credit to Michael. Like I said, no one probably knows who he is, but I think he's going to have a long career in coaching, and it's just the start of it.
Is it just pure desperation, Liam? How do you do that? I think it was 200 something to 40 tackle down. More than just desire.
Yeah, it is. As Toddy said, our systems in place now with Toddy are really strong. Everyone understands their role. We've simplified it down to the basics, and one of those basics he's big on is just work rate and wanting to hit people. And that's what the boys did tonight. They kept showing up for each other. We had Toddy and Thorny and Air just saying keep going. It's just about patience and just holding that D line, which they did. Our scramble D was fantastic at the back as well. So, it's just the boys. As we've said throughout the last few years, really, the strength of this team is just the boys fighting for each other and not wanting to let your mate down.
Pretty big moment just generally for the team, do you think, to do that?
Yeah, it is. It's now a battle for consistency to take into next week. We can't afford to do that. As we against the Brumbies, put in a good performance, let ourselves down last week, and then we've shown up again this week. The challenge is to keep going forward with that, but it's a huge credit to the boys, and to be able to get the bonus point when we barely attacked in that second half, take key moments. Hammer's try there at the end. We capitalised on the bigger moments tonight.
Liam, you said during the week that you didn't want the season sort of, defined on one bad half, and they showed that
Yeah, exactly. So we, as pretty much the same as we'll keep saying on, our defensive systems and our attacking systems are coming through really nicely. We've had that set up, unreal in that COVID preseason by Toddy and Jimmy. Just keep reinforcing it to us. We had a bad one last week. We fronted up to that. We didn't have to, freak out about it or anything. We knew our systems were in place, and we just needed to flick the switch a bit upstairs. And we did that tonight. And 6-day turnaround, we want to do it again.
Seems like Brumbies obviously had a good run there, but even they were susceptible with their loss last week. It's like whoever can string a few weeks together might be good enough to win it now. Like even the Rebels, they will just get in there and you knock them back off. You sort of see it like that. Just the winner might just be who can time their run.
Yeah, as we said at the start, it's a sprint, this competition. It's not like the normal Super Rugby where you can afford to drop a few and stuff. So you want to be peaking towards the right time. The Rebels and the Tars showed that they were on the coming up there. Us and the Brumbies probably started off a bit stronger, but let ourselves down in the middle period. It's going to be really key these last. We got 2 games left. Just making sure that you get good momentum going into putting ourselves hopefully into that final spot.
Do his knee there, Brad? Again, same thing. Or?
I think it's similar to the injury he did earlier in the year. Yeah, so you just need to. I'll just need to hear back what's going on there. So he's pretty disappointed, but young Fluky, he gets a chance, and wow, the kid just fronts up. There's a few guys out there. Jack Straker, where's the number 1? That's a famous jersey for Queensland. I guess all those jerseys are, all those numbers, but he goes out there, and I think we're 4 props down. Fial, loose heads, Hoops, Dane Zander, JP Smith. So this is the 5th loose head. This has gone to work, and you just love it. You love seeing him step in and just get the, no excuses, get the job done.
Brad, how was Jordan before the game? That he scored that great try early.
Yeah, it was interesting. Just trying to not treat him any different, but quietly just keep an eye on him, it's just great to have him in the team, and can be a tough on that first game without your dad there. So for me, it was probably after the game where, personally, my own experience, but we're just really thinking of him and his family. It's good for him to be around the guys. We love having him around, and he's just doing what he does, doing his footy. Because the thing about it is, if you just had a break from your footy or whatever, then you're sitting there thinking about stuff. It's just good to be doing what you do and being around a team, and the guys really they're fond of. There's a tight, you've heard that tight knit group, so it's good.
Sweet. Oh, one. James O'Connor, was it the shoulder or?
I think he got a bang on his sternum, so there's some good collisions out there. There's a few banged up guys, I imagine, on both sides.
Cool. We'll leave it as that. Thorny,
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.